Welcome to the Team Butterfly Effect All Hands call. It is Friday the 13th of November. Be careful. Are you going to watch any scary movies tonight? Of course, it's time to break out the old things. If you are a virgin, beware. If you're a virgin, there's extra likeliness that a killer will come after you tonight on Friday the 13th. Isn't that how it works? I know, right? Woo, good luck. Good thing none of us fall into that situation. And don't go into any outhouses because someone might be hiding underneath and pull you in. That was a nightmare that used to traumatize me whenever I was little. I watched too many scary movies. Anyway, sorry about that. The guys, it's fourth quarter. We're all feeling it. Like there's not much I can say about that. I mean, I realize this is a tough time of year. I realize that we so desperately want everybody and their dog to be ready to commit to their wellness right now, but it's just not the psychology of the season. And I know it can get frustrating, and I know it can sometimes feel like you're spinning your wheels, and I know that sometimes it's exhausting. But we're getting ready to line up. We're like literally on the cusp of the Super Bowl of fitness. Okay? We are like this close to the Super Bowl. And if we can all just hold on just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer, before you know it, people are going to be asking for your help instead of you like begging to help people, right? So the role, it's about to shift, and right now is the pivotal point where people necessarily aren't thinking about fitness, but they're noticing who's still doing it. They're noticing who's being the change. They're noticing who's not complaining on Facebook, and those people who are putting out the positive vibes into the universe. People are noticing right now. And it's this time of year when people have the tendency to get so down and depressed about just the holidays or whatever, that this is when they need a light more than anything else. So, first and foremost, we must all make sure we're committing to our vital behaviors right now, more than anything. And probably I'm going to like challenge us all that probably the most vital behavior right now is our personal development. The most vital behavior right now is our personal development. Because if people aren't telling you yes right now, hello, it's like when the times are hard is when we need it the most. I mean, what's like the joke? Have you ever heard people, it, people people always find God when times are tough, right? it's 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 those people who maintain their faith or maintain their commitment even when times are good, are those really dedicated, right? So it's up to us to make sure we maintain shining our light for people, because that's our job. That's what we do. So one other piece before we get into the good news for today. One other piece I really want to plant a seed and have you all remember, like, we're a month out from Hammer and Chisel being released, and it's like so freaking exciting. And I want to tell you all, I mean, if you guys want to run your own groups, run your own groups, but Jacob and I will be running a couples Hammer and Chisel group because him and I have committed to doing it together. And I highly encourage you, talk to your spouse about doing it with you. Because here's the thing, guys, you may be the coach, but if, you know, I post my results for Hammer and Chisel, a dude's not going to see it and be like, "Oh, I want her body." And a chick isn't going to see Eric's results and be like, "Oh, dude, I want his results." Right? So this is a program that is geared towards men and towards women because of Sagi and Autumn. So I'm just going to tell you, you're going to get more payoff. We need be real. You're going to get more payoff if you have a male and female result. And wouldn't it be great if people don't have to search for the example? Meaning, if people hear about hammer and chisel and they just go like online to do a Google search to see what results people have had, and they're friends of yours and you haven't been posting about it and you haven't been sharing about it, someone's going to go to another coach. Because believe me, Beachbody is going to start promoting it. We're going to start doing infomercials on it. But right when it's first released in December through the end of the year, people can only get it from a coach. Only get it from a coach. So that's why it's your responsibility to start talking about it now. If you start talking about it when it's released, you have missed the boat. You have missed the boat. So you need to start talking about it now on your page. And you're not going to be talking on your page like product vomit, right? You're going to be talking about, portion control during the holidays is such a struggle. Maybe you don't do the 21-day fix regularly, but maybe you can start talking about the portion control system. Maybe you can start talking about the containers. Maybe you've done the 21-day fix, you've had amazing results, but you've never done Body Beast before, and so you can start talking about how, well, I've never done Body Beast, but I'm so excited to work out with Sagi too, or vice versa. I know Eric and Ann are big Body Beast people, maybe not so much 21-day fix, so they can talk about that you love Sagi and that you're excited to try this new system. Really twofold, guys. You need to start talking about it with your prospects. But more than anything, I'm looking at the people who are live on this call right now, and every single person on this call, although someone's on the phone that I don't know who it is. Is it Jamie? Ann? It's Jamie. Okay, awesome. Every single person on this call except for Jamie and Nicole have coaches underneath them. Okay, and Nicole and Jamie will soon. I already know you guys will have customers soon based on how you guys are doing with the Fall Classic. I can already tell that's going to happen. But if you have a team underneath you, start talking about it on your team page. Get your people excited, get your people enrolled to do it with you, because the more people we have in results to share, the better we're going to be able to help people. And let's be real. We're doing this because we help people, but it also helps our family financially. So if you want to have a little bit of extra cash for the holidays, it would benefit you to have those before and after pictures to share with people to help your family. So enough of that talk. I want to get to the good news, because today it's, as we said, it's really easy during this time of year, during fourth quarter, when times are slow, to get down and to wish we had more business. But in all reality, we are, when is the program released? I believe it's December 16th. Is it December 12th? I'm taking Ann off of off of hold. What would Ann, would you say?
I thought it was like December 2nd,
okay.
Really early December.
Yeah, it's like in that first week. It's really, 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 actually. Oh, and see, Eric's saying the night. As soon as we get done, we'll do an FAQ.
Find out.
Or if anyone wants to do a quick FAQ while we're talking.
I'll do it.
Okay, Ann's going to do it. Everybody else pay attention. Ann's going to do a quick FAQ search because she's the queen of FAQs. So, yeah, we'll find out when it's released. Here's the deal, guys, is you may have not had a certain experience with Shakeology or with a program, but there's probably somebody out there who can benefit from other people's results. Because I think it was in our new coach training that putting the pressure on. It was during our new coach training that we used to do, where Trisha did a training over the value of your story, and she talked about how your story is really your best sales tool. How sharing how things have worked for you, and remembering that just not the way things work for you, but how they work for other people too, because you may know somebody who is struggling with IBS. Maybe you never struggled with IBS, but maybe you know somebody who did. So it's really our job to be a collector of stories. So when someone comes to us and shares with us a certain issue that they're having, we can pull into our bag of stories out of our hearts and out of our heads and be like, oh my gosh, I know exactly how you feel. My friend such and such had this experience, and this is how it helped them. So today, I would love for us to let go of the frustration of the time of year, and I want us to celebrate the success that we know people have had from our products and through this company. So I don't care if you share your own personal success story or if you share a success story from a customer. Today, it is about stories, and I want you to share specifically what products got which results, okay? And you can tell a full story, you can tell a short story. I don't care. And I'm going to go with just the order that I see you. And that's Kristen first. So sorry, Kristen. Push pause for what you're doing and come over and share with us your success stories you have for the day.
Okay. I'm going to go over here. Kids are eating. So I guess my biggest thing is, sorry. Probably the Shakeology is my biggest thing. I started on it. Well, y'all know I have a baby, Brooks. He just turned 2. After I had him, as many of you are moms, you know, your hormones are all over the place after having a kid. Mine were so bad that I couldn't even stand myself sometimes. Me and John did nothing but fighting. And when I started on the Shakeology, it totally kicked all my hormones back into place, and my depression, like everything, like just got so much better. So if that was the only thing that would have changed for me, I would have been happy with that. But drinking it every day, I've lost 40 pounds since the end of March.
Wait a minute. Say that again. You said 40 pounds?
Yep, 40 pounds.
Oh! And that's been since when?
The end of March. I started Jill's clean eating group in March, and I started drinking it. And I've
all been in like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not a mathematician, but that's like 8 months, 9 months?
Yeah, not even quite. I've been steady now for about a month and a half, 2 months, because I'm happy with my weight. I don't want to lose anymore. I just want to tone up a little bit.
Wow, Kristen, how old is Brooks?
He just turned 2.
Oh my gosh. So it wasn't like that was like literally within the first year of having the baby when we all expect you to lose like 40 pounds or something.
No, I actually, I had a lot of complications with him. And after I had him, I was back down to my weight before I was even discharged from the hospital. But I gained it all after because it was a really cold winter. It was like negative 30s, 40s up here. And I never wanted to take him outside or do anything. So I just stayed at home and didn't do anything and packed on the pounds.
Wow. So for you, do you attribute it mostly to Shakeology, or were you have you been doing the 21-day fix? What workout programs have you been doing?
I did PiYo, and I have Turbo Fire, but I've never done like Turbo Fire like all the way through. Like I just do them like sporadically. But it was mainly PiYo because I've had 3 knee surgeries, and I've sprained my ankle right before I started all of this. And that's why I chose PiYo, because I had a sprained ankle, and that was something easy for me to do and easy on my joints.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that story. See, this is why I love doing this. I had no clue that you lost 40 pounds.
Yep.
Congratulations. That's so exciting. Okay, awesome. Okay, next is Eric.
All right, I'll give you a condensed version of my entire journey. So I started out about 250 pounds or so. I started doing 10-minute trainer for about a year and a half. Then I jumped over to P90X3. I did that 2 rounds of P90X3, did a round of PiYo, did a round of Body Beast, Then I did a round of Max or Insanity Max 30. And then all in all, I lost about 55 pounds and gained, I'm not sure how many pounds of muscle, but really turned up a lot since then. So I went from a size 38, almost 40 waist down to a 33 now. I'm about one size away from what I used to wear in high school. So really helped out, and I really enjoyed all of, the programs and stuff. And they're great, in and out 30 minutes, most of them, and get them done. And it's been a life changer, that's for sure.
What do you feel like has been for you, like besides weight loss, was there any different physicality shifts that you noticed from drinking Shakeology?
Not too much as far as losing weight from Shakeology. I had mainly I got more energy from Shakeology during the day and stuff throughout in the afternoon, especially. If I usually have it about mid-morning, and I can tell by afternoon I still have a lot of energy and stuff, running around doing work when my job and stuff. So I've really noticed a lot more energy.
At what point in your journey did you start using Shakeology? Right from the beginning, Eric, or did you start using it when you met Trisha?
Before I met Trisha, I started drinking Shakeology probably about halfway through my first round P90X3. I kept seeing the info commercials on after the workout and stuff, and I always said, I should try this. I'm like, nah, it's too expensive. Yeah, same thing that we all hear. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to try it out. And as soon as I got it, and then the wife started drinking half my bag, so now to get 2 bags a month. So actually, no, it's like, oh, well, all right, we're both buying Shakeology now. So we've both been drinking it now for probably around almost 2 years now, probably. It'll be 2 years in March. So, yeah.
Okay. So you said how many pounds total, Eric?
About 55 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 40 and 55. Okay. I honestly, guys, hold on just a second. Like I'm going to make a quick note in my phone, because for those of you who are losing weight, like honestly, when we're done, I'm going to post on my wall and I'm going to tag all of you guys so I can say how much like our team together, the people who are present on the call, all have all of our results together. I think that might be cool. Okay. So Chris, I'm not going to say how much each individually, but okay. Kristen was 40 and Eric was 55. Okay. Keeping track here. Okay, thank you. And Trisha.
I just put in the chat because I just wanted to know this. At what point in Eric's journey, I just wanted to know, did you decide to become a coach?
It was right after I got the Shakeology and stuff, and I was like, you know what, I should sign up to become a coach, save money, discount and stuff. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I talked to the wife and stuff. We're like, all right, yeah, it's time to be a coach. And then that's when I met you for the first time. And then you introduced me to the yoga master, and the rest is history.
So Eric, though, just curious, because I can't remember the quality of your guys' relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Trisha who asked you to be a coach, or were you assigned to her?
I was assigned to her. Yeah.
You were assigned to her after you became a coach.
Yeah.
Oh, see, guys, many of you probably don't know this. When you become a diamond, Trisha, was this after you became a diamend?
No, it was while I was just a coach.
What? Oh my gosh, there was a glitch in the system, and Trisha totally won the customer lottery right there. Totally won because generally speaking, one of the benefits of being a diamond is sometimes you get random coaches assigned to you. Jill Eptoski was that for me. I've in the 3 years I've been a diamond, I've had 2 of them. One of them is stuck, and she's on this call right now. And I know Jill has been assigned a coach, but from that is that, and so that's all I know. But as far as who's been assigned a coach on our team, Trisha got lucky. She got lucky, that's for sure. Okay, Trisha, tell us your story, or share one that you want to share, whether it's yours or somebody else's.
Does everybody know my story already?
Probably not. Let's make the assumption. See, Nicole's on here. She doesn't know your story. Give the Cliff's Notes version, my love.
Okay, so I was going to yoga to Aubrey's class, and weight has always been a big issue for me, actually keeping weight on. And when I came down with breast cancer, it was even a bigger struggle with keeping weight on me because of the fact that I had to follow the paleo diet and eat really strict, no sugar, no carbs, and all that stuff. And so I needed something to help me keep good calories and just an extra healthy meal of the day. And that's when Aubrey introduced Shakeology to me. And lo and behold, I couldn't believe that there was actually a product, a smoothie product out there that I'd be able to consume that wasn't full of junk and stuff that I wasn't able to have. So I started drinking Shakeology. And at the time, I was also giving Food Matter watch parties at my house. And then when I started drinking Shakeology, and I noticed that everything in Food Matters that it was listing that you needed to be consuming was in Shakeology. So then I put the two and two together and started introducing Shakeology to people and decided to become a coach for my own discount since I was drinking it every day, and then also to reach other people. And what Shakeology did for me was give me that energy that I needed throughout the day. And then as well, I had a total hysterectomy, and I had all those, I didn't have per se day sweats or anything, or flashes, hot flashes, but I always had night sweats. And I actually had those started before I even had my hysterectomy. It just got worse after my hysterectomy, and the Shakeology took all that away from me. So it made me feel great, and had to share the wonderful news.
Awesome. So I think what we can gather from Trisha's story more than anything, which builds onto Kristen's too, is hers wasn't a weight loss story necessarily. Hers is more of a hormonal story. It's as far as helping to balance out the hormones. And the interesting part is that you can't not necessarily claim that it fixes your hormones, but see, you can share stories. You can share stories that people who've had this experience, I mean, it's been clinically proven for weight loss, but not necessarily for hormonal balance, but we can share the stories. We have had 2 friends now who can share that they feel like their hormones were completely balanced because of Shakeology. That's awesome. Okay. And you're next.
Gosh, I don't even know where to begin. I don't know how many pounds I've probably lost since I started on Shakeology. Probably, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds. But I put on about 10 pounds of muscle doing Body Beast, I think, about 10, maybe a couple more, I don't know, 10 to 12 pounds. I don't weigh myself very often, so I don't remember dates and stuff. But I don't know, Body Beast, was the most body transforming, I think, for me. P90X and Body Beast both were pretty transforming. Shakeology pretty much cured all of my digestive problems that I struggled with my whole life within, I don't know, 30 days or less of drinking Shakeology. That was all that was gone.
Was yours more of like a constipation issue, Anne? I'm sorry, I'm being like way TMI, but that's what we need to know to be able to help people.
Yeah, it was. I struggled my whole life with constipation, like days, 4 or 5 days, nothing. And it was miserable. And then Shakeology just completely flipped that around into healthy routine. So.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Okay. You guys haven't heard from the beautiful Nicole very much because she's still fairly new to stepping up as a coach. But girl, share with them a little bit of your story.
Okay. Well, I first started, sorry, now my little guy's being a wiggle worm. Okay. When I first started, I was looking for a program that would help me lose all my baby weight. So I started when I was about 3 months postpartum. And I looked into lots of different programs because I wanted to find the right one for me because I was breastfeeding at that time. So I didn't want to do a program that, would make me lose my milk supply, or I didn't want to sacrifice that. So a lot of programs out there require you to eat, a lot less calories and do these really intense workouts. And for me, not really working out a whole lot before I just wasn't interested in anything like that. So that's when I discovered the 21 Day Fix, and I actually seen it on Facebook through just my news feeds, and that's how I actually met Aubrey. So I guess I liked one of her posts or something like that, and she was consistent with me and stayed in contact, and that's what wheeled me in. So I started them both at the same time, the Shakeology and the 21 Day Fix. And the first time that I did it, I lost about 15 pounds total. And keep in mind that like a little bit more than halfway through, we went to Disney World. So that was really tough because I didn't really get to finish the first round of the 21 Day Fix. But being on Shakeology in Disney World, I brought my blender and everything, really helped me, even though I wasn't really able to stick with the meal plan portion of it there. The shake still really helped. But whenever I came back, I started a second round of the 21 Day Fix. And I'm not even kidding, like a little more than a week into it, I was down to my pre-pregnancy weight.
So how much have you lost total, Nicole?
20 pounds.
20 pounds.
Yes.
Awesome. And have you, besides weight loss, have you found any other, have you noticed anything different about your body besides just the weight loss?
Oh yeah. I mean, everything is toned up. My husband loves it. No, I love it, of course. Before, see, my husband's like, he works out every day and he eats healthy and he does everything he's supposed to do health-wise. Me, on the other hand, like, I think I have a fast metabolism, so I could kind of just eat whatever and be fine. But for me, it was more the energy part of it that, that's what I got most from the Shakeology, is because I would just eat whatever I wanted. Well, midday when I was picking up the kids about 3 o'clock, I would crash, and I would wonder why, because of the foods I was eating. So that was the biggest thing for me, was my energy levels. And not only that, but gaining more muscle mass on my arms and just toning up, and I just had a better looking body, not just like a twig.
Thank you for sharing, Nicole. Thank you. And you guys watch out. She's going to be like rocking this business before you know it. Her and I are just finalizing our clean eating group together, and she ended up with more people finishing the group than I did. So I'm so proud of her. I was just bragging to her about my family last night that she was in the group, like plugged in and motivating people before I was every day. Like, so proud. So good. Okay, what about you, Tara?
I guess I don't have any really special Beachbody story. I was 60 pounds heavier, lost most of my weight, started at Weight Watchers and then yoga, and then eventually was going to Lifetime, and I just started to notice all the classes I was taking at Lifetime were Beachbody. And so I thought, why don't I just take that $100 a month and start investing in these programs? Shakeology's helped my digestion. I had constipation issues too. So that's really helped. What I really like is sharing it with other people, and then getting that I can put my pants on that I haven't been able to put on. Or, I had one recently who, she took her failures as, well, she took them really hard. And so we've really been talking about, you're gonna fail, and it's okay. Like, next hour is a new hour, tomorrow's a new day. And it's really clicking with her now. And that's what I'm really, really enjoying, is watching other people's transformations. I do like the ultimate reset though. So I'm on day 15 and it's the second time I've done it, and I'm down 8 pounds because I do have 2 pairs of jeans I can't get my butt into. So my goal would be to make that happen.
So would you say, Tara, then your ultimate like success story more than anything for you as far as Beachbody is concerned, that it's giving you an opportunity and a tool to help people?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Which is where I am right now in recruiting. That's my pitch right now in recruiting, is that it's a tool for empowerment that you can give to empower people, whether it's to empower them with their health and their fitness, or whether it's to empower them to give them an opportunity to earn money whenever, maybe just like a stay-at-home mom or something like that, you know? So, okay, Jill Eptoski, she has quite the transformation story, so I'm going to ask for her Cliff's Notes.
Yeah, if you want to hear the longer version, there is a recording that I did. I did a team call, I don't know, like a month or so ago, so you can look that up. But Aubrey, the magic number for your notes is 60.
Oh, thank you.
So, yes, 60 pounds. So I'll just start with that. So I gained about like 50 pounds when I went to law school. I'm 5'2". So on a 5'2" person, that's a lot of weight. And that was only in 3 years. So when I graduated from law school, I really started to get serious about my health and fitness. I started with Insanity on my 2-year wedding anniversary. My husband and I did it together to demonstrate our commitment to a long and healthy life together. And our first round, we both lost around 20 pounds. I started drinking Shakeology every now and then. A year later, I decided I really love Shakeology, signed up to be a coach for the discount, and Shakeology was a huge game changer for me as far as junk food cravings go, because that was a big issue of mine. And then also what Ann was talking about with the digestive issues, I was very similar in that regard, not to get into the details, but yeah, those, and I've done a ton of programs since Insanity, and the grand total is 60 pounds.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Jill. Okay, and I have 2 people on the phone, and I don't know who is who. So the phone number, that's 954-803-1320. I'm talking to you.
Yep. Okay, that's me. I'm Jamie Evangelista. I am a coach under Ann.
Yay!
And Ann's awesome. And so, you know, I'll try not to be long-winded, but I've been like a Beachbody person, but didn't realize it for a long time. I think my first program I ever bought was like 15 or 16 years ago, and it was a core balance ball program that I never finished. And then I did Insanity like 5 years ago, loved it, was just killing it. I was single kind of, and no babies, and I was eating vegan and doing Insanity. I was in the best shape of my life, 153 pounds, which for me is just a really good weight. And I got pregnant and couldn't finish the second month of Insanity. And so, you know, gained a lot of weight. I started at 153. I got up to like 205 when I was pregnant with my son. Had him, he's awesome. Tried to go back eating vegetarian when I was, you know, postpartum, and just really couldn't get the weight off. Ended up getting down to like 173. And then I found out I was pregnant again. And so then I had my daughter. And so that was in 2013. And I was just stuck. I could not lose any weight. I was stuck at like 180 pounds and just super depressed. I just relocated, got a new boss, new babies, new house. It was just all this, and it was really overwhelming. And I remember last fall, it was about a year ago, I ordered 10-minute trainer and liked it, but didn't follow through with that. And so that just is sitting somewhere. I actually can't even find the DVDs anymore. And then in April, I was surfing around. Yeah, I was one of those bad assigned people too, by the way, Aubrey. So, whoever got stuck with me that time. But so in April, Ann put an ad out, and I saw her ad, and it was for 21 Day Fix. And so I ordered and got hooked up with her. And for the first 2 weeks, I did really well. And then my mom came to visit and brought all kinds of evil food in my house, and I couldn't resist. So I was basically worthless for the last 2 weeks. And then in August, she did a size accountability group, and size was it. Like, I loved the program, had so much fun. The accountability group that she had going was just a blast. I mean, there was so much competition. We were all posting videos publicly, privately, wherever we could so that we could try to gain points to win. I mean, it was just really fun and really engaging. And I ended up doing well during that program. And then, you know, just stuck with Ann. And Ann and I ironically live like, I don't know, Ann, what, 10 miles apart? Something like that, where she's muted. So I think we live like 10 miles apart. And so, you know, I went to Super Saturday with her, and have been just doing 21 Day Fix. We did a fall accountability group jointly and did well through that, got some people into it. I haven't had a lot of success outside of my family yet as far as getting any recruits. But we did a 5-day clean eating group this week jointly. And so my number is right now 13, and I'm only counting since, you know, August 14th when we started that size group, because that's the first time I really committed. But I've gone from 180, I'm down to 167 right now. I've dropped 2 jean sizes, probably, I don't know, I'm taking measurements again tomorrow, but I'm down at least 11 or 12 inches. Super excited, and 4 of those pounds have come off during this last week since Monday doing this clean eating group. So really excited. And another success story is I actually had a friend, because I've been what you were talking about, a little bit depressed because I'm sending out all these invites, I'm planning all these seats. Oh, it's too expensive. Oh, not right now. The whole everything that you guys are talking about. But I had one friend that I haven't seen in probably 6 years message me earlier this morning saying, "Hey, Jamie, I've been watching your wall, and it looks like you've really found some workout and diet plans that are working for you. And I'm getting married in April, and I need to get in shape. And I was wondering what you're doing." And so the dialogue's been started with my friend Heidi, and really hoping that she's going to be my first non-family customer. So, you know, I told her I'd be thrilled to be her coach and help her with her goals. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, Jamie, that's so exciting. We'll be excited to hear that success story whenever it gets to it. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
okay, and the last person, the person who's dialed in, who's the 484-467-8912. Who's that?
That's Sarah B.
Oh, Sarah B. I didn't know you were here. Yay, Sarah B. Okay, what do you want to share, a story of yours or someone that you know? Share it. We're wanting success stories today.
I'll share mine. Sorry, I was like 10 minutes late getting out of work to get on the call. I started doing PiYo about a year ago, and I was, you know, working out previously, had done like Windsor Pilates in high school, went to college, gained some weight, picked up Insanity just through an infomercial, didn't stick with it, did T25, didn't really finish, but it was really when I met Eric McCreary at a pet therapy marathon walk that I got linked up in a challenge group to the clean eating, and then went straight into a PiYo group. Became a coach when that ended because I had been thinking about it, and he had put out a post, you know, saying, "Oh, is anyone interested?" And so I just joined as a coach without even telling him, and I think surprised him that I did join as a coach. And so it's been about a year, and I've lost 30 pounds. After PiYo, I did a PiYo T25 hybrid, and then I've been doing P90X3 probably for the last like 5 months. Been trying to get through the first round, had a couple breaks, but I just got back on the wagon, and I've definitely gained a lot of muscle and strength, and drinking Shakeology every day I think has, you know, helped me with energy, but also just to get a routine down and being able to, you know, go from almost never working out to working out 5 to 6 days a week. And the whole coaching experience has helped me to know that I can do something. that I feel so accomplished, and so I've moved that on to other areas of my life. And hey, if I can do this, I can do anything else I want to do. So I think it's just a positive experience in a whole, and it's great having a very supportive community of the coaches, and also just on Facebook have other people, other customers to talk to and know exactly what you're going through.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. And I know this is a long call today, guys, and I'll make mine really, really short, really, really short and sweet, because I'm going to share with you mine. If you don't know my story, basically, I was a fitness professional for 6 years before I ever got introduced to Beachbody. So for me, it wasn't a weight loss shift because I had already lost all the weight and was really in a good place. But for me, IBS, it was IBS. I constipation, diarrhea, and I'm going to be honest with you and be completely real. I was addicted to laxatives. It wasn't because of a weight loss thing for me. It was a stupidity thing. Literally, I had IBS all my life. And when I got pregnant with Khalif, with my youngest, I had found, have you seen Yogi brand tea? Well, they have Yogi brand tea has a version called Get Regular. And because of constipation, anybody who's had a baby knows that constipation goes through the roof whenever you're pregnant because of the baby squishing everything inside of you. And so I was paranoid about my constipation getting worse. And so I went to my doctor and I said, can I drink this tea? And she read it and was looking for any herbs that cause false contractions. And she didn't see anything on there. And she's like, yeah, go ahead. Well, she didn't read the fine print. And I didn't read the fine print until after I had already had Khalif. So I drank the tea every day, my entire pregnancy. And in the fine print, the little asterisk, you know what it says? Do not exceed more than 10 days. I drank it the entire 9 months. So I came off of being pregnant completely addicted to laxatives. And so getting off of them, I mean, it's horrible. They say laxatives are one of the hardest drugs to get off of, and it's true because you don't poop and you're miserable, right? So I never thought I would be drinking Shakeology every day because I was at my goal weight. When Amanda asked me to be a coach, it was like a business thing for me. And so I never thought it was something that I needed. But the reality was I was addicted to laxatives and I just had a baby. I was like, my libido was shoo. My husband and I were in a rocky place in our marriage because I didn't want to have sex because my libido was choo. And so what my biggest benefit I believe is I get to poop every day. And my joke is that I tell to people is like, I am more than happy to pay $3.50 a day to get to poop every day. I'm happy to pay $3.50 a day to get to poop. I mean, I have no qualms with that. And I am more than proud to say that out loud to people because it's true. And also it helped. The joke with me and Jacob was too, is he wouldn't have given me such a hard time of the money I was spending on Shakeology had I told him earlier about it boosting my libido, because it totally did. Both of us noticed rather quickly that it boosted my libido. But me, big physical transformation wasn't that huge besides getting to poop. If you didn't see my post on my Facebook page yesterday giving Teresa, I can never pronounce her last name, but she is a coach in Anne's downline. Brian Walter, one of Brian Walter's personally sponsored coaches. Teresa got to put on her wedding ring for the first time yesterday in 5 years. She got to put on her wedding ring for the first time in 5 years because she lost some weight. I just got chills when I said that. I mean, if that's not huge, I don't know what is. She may not even be close to her goal yet, but she got to put on her wedding ring for the first time in 5 years, guys. I mean, come on. And I'm sorry, I'm probably going to get a little emotional when I say this, but truly, I believe my biggest success story is all of you. I'll never forget being in the car one day with Jacob before I became a coach. And Amanda was always telling me that this business was a relationship business. And quite frankly, I said to him one day, I was like, I got enough friends. Like, I don't need any more relationships. And to be quite honest, at the beginning of my coaching career, I think that hindered me because it made me not wanting to invest in as many people. But because of our vital behavior of being committing to personal development, I slowly started to realize that some of my friends weren't really real friends. And I started to analyze the circle of the people in which I ran around and the quality of the characters in which I was surrounding myself with on a regular basis, and really started to analyze, like, who do I want to be, and who do I want to surround myself with, and it's you guys. It's you guys. I mean, you guys may not be the ones who are over at my house for dinner whenever we have game night at my house, but you would be if you lived here. And I love it that I'm sorry, I said I wouldn't take very long, but I am going to. Honestly, I'm not to toot my own horn, but I'm an intelligent woman. I'm an intelligent woman, and I really thought when I made the decision to stay home with my family that I was sacrificing my career, that I knew I was a group fitness professional, but that was just something to do for fun. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be helping my family financially to the point that I am, and be able to feel like I'm utilizing my brain, and that I can have a career, I can be healthy, I can help my family, and I can have this kick-ass team and not have to sacrifice anything. So for me, primarily, you are my success story. And someday, I hope that you can say the same thing. That every week you get to end your week with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 amazing people whom you're like-minded with, and that who look up to you for guidance, because it's all of you who push me to be better. Like, I do my personal development every day because I know you look at me to guide you. And if I wasn't doing my personal development every day, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So my success story is you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being present. Thank you for being committed to changing the world one family at a time. Because I know in the pit of my being, I know we pushed like hell this year. But I know in the pit of my being that this year is not the year about pushing. 2016 is going to be the year of allowing all of the fruits of our labor to manifest. So thank you so much for being who you are. Thank you for plugging in, and please share this call with your teams. Thank you so much. As I wipe the snot off my face, have a great weekend.